Hi there, welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. My name is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Gert around the interwebs. That's Pistachio. He might be in and out. I set Tiger free for the day, well, for the next couple hours, and let him go outside and roam for a little while. He was ready to go. He does not like being cooped up all day. But Mr. Pistachio is growing like a little weed. He He's probably like tripled in size since the last time you saw him. And he's the sweetest little thing. Oh, we love him so much. So, there are lots of things to talk about today. This might be a nice and long one, folks. I have been into so many things that it's just a little crazy. And I need to show them all to you so I can tidy up this mess. If you could only see the pile on this table. So first we'll go with finished objects. The first thing I finished, or well, not in any particular order because I'm not really sure what order I finished these in at this point. But I did finish my Wonder Woman socks. This pair was knit out of sparkly DK yarn from Gnome Acres in the Wonder Woman colorway, and I used the Avenues pattern by Mina Phillips for the patterning part. Aren't they great? They're all nice and squishy. I haven't decided if these are going to be for me or a gift. They might be a gift for someone that is really into Wonder Woman, but we will see closer to Christmas. I'm just going to leave them in the maybe pile for now. I finished a lovely hat for my Aiden. This is the Skyping beanie. It's basically a broken rib. You can see it there. Fits like this. It's kind of slouchy. He really likes it, which is great. The pattern's easy. It's not my favorite shape for a hat, and I don't think I would knit it again. I'm just gonna stick to the barley for a go-to hat. I thought this one might do it, but barley's better. This yarn is from Dragonfly Fibers, and it is Van Gogh's Bedroom, the colorway. It's fingering weight yarn, and I held it doubled to get this hat. I need my iPad. It's under here somewhere. Because I have some finished objects that I don't have here, and I want to show them to you. Especially the first one I would like to talk about. So, every year I do the O-Loops Harry Potter knit along, and there's a swap. You can sign up should you decide to participate in the swap. And this year, my swap partner is one. This year it was based on your favorite character, and my swap partner is one that is super epic at knitting all the Voodoo You Love Me's by No Knit Sherlock, who is Susan Claudino. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can knit a Voodoo and turn it into a Dobby, because Dobby was her favorite character. So I'm all excited. I dyed yarn for the body, and I had such a good time. Knit it right away. This is what I got. I had them all finished. Was just putting the final touches on it, and my son goes, "Why is he green?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Why is he green? He's not supposed to be green," he says. And I'm like, "What color is he supposed to be?" I have watched the movies, I don't know, a bajillion times. I've read the books. I have always pictured Dobby like kind of a moldy green. He's pink. So, this is now Yoda. And this is Dobby. I can't believe I did that. So he is now with his recipient, so I can show him to you. Basically knit the Voodoo You Love Me doll and improvised some ears to put on there. I used two different types of yarn for the feet, so Dobby could have his mismatched socks. I knit his towel out of some hand spun that I was gifted from Allie, Crafty Allie. And the eyes are from 6060. The body yarn was Cascade 220 Superwash in some sort of beige, but I overdyed to make it pink. I can't believe I did that. So anyway, for all you folks that weren't aware, Dobby is pink. The funny thing is I asked some of my friends, what do you think? And they answered green, like before I even, so it wasn't just me, but whatever. Dobby's pink. So I feel like I'm really far away today, but I have so much stuff on the table I couldn't get the camera any closer. Another thing I finished was my October project for the Loops knit along. I went ahead and finished it. I banged it out because it was a birthday gift for Allie, Crafty Allie, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday. We had lunch and I already gifted her the hat, so I don't have it anymore. I knit the bankhead hat out of Loops in platinum sock. Here, it's on the table somewhere. Loops, yes, platinum socks in the Nargles colorway. It looks like this. This is what I have left. And I knit the bankhead hat. This is fingering weight yarn, so I held it double to give myself some DK weight yarn. And this is what the hat looked like on the outside. Now, when I turned it over, it looked like this, and I like the inside better than the outside. And Allie did too, so I finished it up like that. So on the outside, with the lines going up, we thought that was more interesting. So that is the bankhead hat. Everybody's knit this one. I've knit it several times. Super easy pattern. It's almost as easy. It's almost as good as the barley. Almost. Let's see, what else did I finish? Should I show you the best part? Okay. I have some finished dyeing and some semi-finished spinning, but I have one more finished knitted object. Can you guess what it is? It turned out so awesome, guys. So I think last time I recorded, maybe it was the time before, but I think it was last time, I quizzed. I've been working on this Wonder Woman shawl, and my question was, should I make the stripes in the middle blue or should I not? And everybody said, go for the blue stripes. You know what? I'm so glad I did, because look how awesome this is. Is that not the most awesome Wonder Woman shawl? Right? It's so awesome. So if you're wearing it like on your shoulders, and it's huge, it's like my wingspan and then maybe another 2.5, 3 feet. It's huge. There it is. I knit mine out of Wollmeise. Hummer is the red. Good Morning is the yellow. And the blue is It's Electric from Hot Knit Yarns. So here it is. So my extra fun bit is that, yes, it's a Wonder Woman shawl and it's super geeky and awesome and all that wonderful stuff. But when you have it on, it just looks like you're wearing a striped shawl. So it's not like obviously geeky, so really it can be worn anywhere. It just looks like you have some stripes going on. And I love that it's like a secret fun thing. Isn't that great? Super nice yarn. I splurged with the Wollmeise, but they had lots of yardage, and I wanted to make sure I didn't run out. I did go up a needle size, which might be why it's so big, so I have no idea how much extra yardage I used, but I had way plenty, so I wasn't going to worry about it. I do plan to knit a hat out of the leftovers for myself, so I'll have a hat to go with my shawl. and this is definitely staying with me. I had a hard time knitting the shawl. Oh, the pattern is by Carissa Browning. I had a hard time knitting this shawl at first because you do different increases, decreases at different spots, and there's a bajillion, not really, but there's a lot of stitches on the needles. And what I finally did is I had like just little ring stitch markers at the spots where I needed to do something. What I finally did is I changed stitch markers so that at each point that needed the same thing done, the stitch markers matched. So when I knew I got to that stitch marker, then I needed to do that particular thing. And after I did that, the shawl flew. It was so much easier. Who'd have thunk if I had just planned a little bit? But, you know, what are you going to do? So that is all the finished knitting. I did some dyeing last weekend. One of the challenges this month for the O-Loops, the Harry Potter Knit Along, excuse me, was there was a non-knitting / crochet challenge, other crafts, and they all have to be relatable to the Forbidden Forest. So I did some dyeing with onion skins. So, and coffee. I tried tea, but the tea didn't really take, so, yeah. So anyway, these are 2 skeins that I dyed that were onion skin and coffee. This one, the yellow, the onion skin, is much more pronounced than this one. And it was just a matter of seconds of being in the pot faster. I mean, literally like plop, plop, seconds. And it made a huge difference. Now, I didn't have that much dye. I don't cook with fresh onions very often because my husband hates onions. So I really should have saved up more onion skins than I did. But it was just an experiment to play around a little bit, and it worked out fine. The brown on this side is coffee, and then this is this gold. This skein turned out beautiful. This has the really nice golden yellow from the onion, and then this is coffee. I did give the yarn a bath in alum, whatever. You can Google alum, oh gosh, alum something. So the dye would adhere better. See, this skein, it has just a pale, pale yellow with a little bit deeper here. It's pretty too. So these are both sport weight, 328 yards, I think. They might be Christmas gifts. Maybe. Possibly. This is the 3rd skein I did. This one, I did the coffee on one side, so this brown is coffee. And then I did tea. It was a marigold as a red tea, a marigold and a rubius or something like that. And you can see tiny little hints of pink, but it just washed right out. It didn't take. So what I did is I got some fabric dye out and went over it with this tealy blue. So couldn't count this one for the challenge because fabric dye is definitely not natural and found in the Forbidden Forest. But I know exactly who's getting this for Christmas. So, I really like how it turned out. It turned out just beautiful. So, win-win. So, I had in the pot, then first I did the coffee, then I did the onion. And so what I did with the leftover water from that pot is I put it in a pan with this fiber, let it sit for a while, and then I put Easter egg dye, plopped it around, and let it sit out in the sun all day. Now I've done that before, the Easter egg dye, but so what I did is I exhausted the dye from the onion and such, so you can really see there's some onion and coffee really up through here. it muted all the egg dye just a little bit. Now I know it's still bright, but this is what it looks like without the muted, like without having that brown undertone. And then this is what it looks like with the brown undertone. Can you tell the difference? I can tell the difference. I dyed all this fiber last Saturday. It's 8 ounces of merino top, undyed. And I wasn't very good about splitting it in half, so this one is smaller, but I didn't have that much of the leftover dye and I wanted to kind of use it. I did make project pages for this and the onion dyeing on Ravelry, so with more information. So if you want to see kind of how I did it and see the pictures, I took step-by-step pictures. You can go check that out. I haven't taken beauty shots of these yet. I need to do that after I finish recording. I need to take pretty pictures and then finish my project, but everything else is already there. Now where to put these? I don't know where Pistachio went. He'll show back up. My other semi-finished, well, it's only spinning, so how about we just do the spinning? So I've been working on my combo spin, and so far I have a jumbo bobbin and most of a regular bobbin finished. So here is what it's looking like. And then, so that's what it'll look like finished. And here's another bobbin that's ready to ply. This is a regular bobbin. So the jumbo bobbins hold about twice as much. So what I do is I spin onto my regular bobbins and then I ply onto the jumbo bobbin. But I had enough left over. I did hook, so this is 2 spun bobbins. I don't know why it was so much. Maybe I could have gotten more on this one. I don't know, but so I ended up plying it onto another smaller bobbin to finish it up. Better than having a big mess. I have plenty of bobbins to go around. So that is my spinning. The fiber is all different kinds of fiber. I have like 11 different braids that I think I talked about this last episode. I separated out and I used the tutorial by the Passionate Spinner on YouTube. She did a great job of kind of explaining how she goes about separating fiber out for a combo spin. So that's where you should go if you want more information about that. I think that'd be all to finish things. Hey, that didn't take too long. Well. So I finally started sewing on my husband's quilt. I have 12 squares going. And they're not completely done yet, but I'll see if I can show you what they'll look like. So this is this is the fabric he picked out. Very nice. So this will go here. Okay, and this, there's no good way to show this, and this will go under here. So it'll be like that with, can you see that at all? I should have finished sewing a piece before I show. Okay, so like this, and then that big piece I showed you is in the square that's missing. So I have 12 of those. I might need to make more than 12. I might just do the 12 and that's the size he's gonna get. I'm not sure yet, but I did finally start working on it again, so that's progress, right? My other works in progress are my, oh, here, everything's gonna fall down. My awesome, I can't say how much I love knitting these. This is a sock blank I got from Knitting Color. It's the, whoops, there we go. It's the Which Please colorway. Which Please? It cracks me up. I have one sock all finished. Is that not awesome? So awesome. And on the second sock, I am just turning my heel. So, top of, here's the socks. They're going to be very fraternal and fabulous. This is what the sock blank looks like. And is that not the most magnificent thing you've ever seen? I love it. I love it. That's what I'll be working on today. Yay! It's living in my ghosty fat squirrel bag, my little bag. Love this size bag. And these ghosts do nothing but make me smile. I'm gonna have to keep using the bag after Halloween. Look how cute it is. This one's Aiden's favorite. He's got a sweater and he got washed with the sweater, so he turned pink. So cute! My only other active project that didn't get all finished up are the Avenue socks. This yarn is from Misty Mountain Makers. It's the halfling base in the Sun Fingers colorway. Misty Mountain Makers. She's going to have a booth at Fiber in the Borough. I can't wait to see her booth there. I'll be attending Fiber in the Borough on October 21st if you're in the area. Hope you can make it, and if I see you or you see me, come say hi. I always like meeting people. It's fun stuff. Allie and Vicky are going, and most of the Cookville crew I think is going. It's one of our fun trips that we always take together every year. It's like an hour and a half from here, so it's a fun day trip. We go to the festival, we go eat lunch together. It's all fun. So this is the Avenues pattern by Mina Phillips, Knitting Expat Designs. So I cast on the second sock when I didn't have the first sock with me. And I guess I was thinking that I had knit these as the, oh, what was that other one called now? The other pattern I've knit like a bajillion times now. Grand Central. I thought it was the I thought I had knit these with in the Grand Central pattern. So I started knitting it and I'm like, how does this look right? It's not pulling like it did on the other sock. And I realized I'm supposed to be knitting it in the Avenues pattern. So I have, I don't know, one repeat. I think one full repeat of the Grand Central pattern at the top there. See it? Can't even really tell. It's like right here. And then I started knitting the Avenues. And to be quite honest, I'm sick and tired of looking at this gray yarn. It's beautiful yarn, beautifully dyed, but it's gray. These were supposed to be for Aiden, and he's outgrown them, so they're for me. So seriously, to get them done fast and off the needles, I think I'm just going to knit the rest of this sock vanilla. And then, because I'm going to have fraternal socks, there's no way. I didn't frog back because I was trying to get these done for detention, and I was really going to be cutting it close. And so I didn't frog them back. And now I just don't care. They're socks. Nobody's going to see the top of this sock. So I think I'm totally going to knit the rest of the sock vanilla. Then I can wear this sock on my right leg, which still stays a little bit swollen after the whole leg incident, and wear the pattern sock on my slightly thinner leg. I'm just over it. I want this. I don't want to frog them, but I want them done. So I am totally gonna probably just vanilla these and get them off my needles, because I have new fun, even old stash, more fun, entertain me yarn, and I don't want to knit gray socks. That said, they feel great on. I've tried on the finished one, and they'll go with more clothes that I have. They'll go with the shirt I have on today. They'll be great to wear once they're finished, but when knitting them, I'm so bored. And it is riding around in my fringe bag. At least the bag's fun. There. That is actually, is that all I have worked on? Because I really felt like I had gotten way more done than that. Well, I had several things I just showed you pictures of. I guess that's all I have that actually worked on. I do have some stash enhancement. I got my fiber shares package, and I got my swap package from the old loopers, and I have some into the wool parallel stash enhancement. I was not able to attend the retreat this year. Still at the sign up time, I was definitely still iffy about walking on the terrain, and I still am. I'd really like to go next year, but I am so worried about the terrain and walking. There's gravel and hills and stairs, and my knee is bum. I don't know. We'll see. I would love to go and see all the people, but I just don't know if it's the physically smart thing for me to do. I'll have a few more months until sign-ups again, and it's better every day all the time, but so we'll see. I don't know. So my fiber share package came. It had this lovely card in it from Tom Griffin, this really majestic ram. Isn't he handsome? He's so handsome. And it's a blank card, so I'm going to put this over here so I can be sure to use it. Looks like some kitten took a little nibble out of it. Can you see that? Up here. Some kitten. Wouldn't know which one. It had a beautiful skein of mountain colors. I love this yarn. I've knit with it before. I've knit with Barefoot. This one is Crazy Foot. I can't remember if I've knit with Crazy Foot before or not. From Mountain Colors. This is the Poppy Trail colorway. I really miss this yarn. When we had our awesome local yarn store, the yarn company, they used to carry Mountain Colors, which is how I had known about it before. This came from my swap partner's hometown. They dye this yarn in her and where she lives, which is super awesome. She also sent me a little skein of Raven from Raven Ridge Fiber in lovely hot pink. You know, I love me some hot pink. It's the Splash base and Wild Rose. So that will go in on my blanket. Although it would be good for heels and toes. I don't know. We'll see. She sent me a skein of Navajo from Taki. This one is 53% wool, 47% acrylic. And the color is 006. I had a cold while I was missing in action too. So 2 weeks of just this week is finally better, so thank goodness. But I'm still I still have the sniffle coughs. But this is Taki Select Navajo. It looks kind of Noro-ish. This will be great to weave with. Super fun. And the third thing she sent me was 3 skeins of 70% acrylic, 30% rayon from bamboo. It's super duper soft. And it's naturally Caron It's.com. It's Joy. Colorway is Kiwi. And it cracks me up so bad. This is what she sent me. Orange, hot pink, with some lime green thrown in there. She couldn't have pegged me better if she tried. I loved it. She must have stalked me very well. I love stalking people for swap packages. It's so fun. Yes, I just said that out loud. And my Oloop swap package is awesome too. I'll just show you a couple of things out of it. Oh, I had this cute little button in my fiber share package also. Cute little duck. So this bag is super cool. It matches my SoFlo bag. I'm guessing it might be from SoFlo. I'm not really sure. There's no tag in it. I peeped. I didn't see a tag in there. But it has a platform 9 3/4 pulley on it, or I can use it as a row counter, not row counter, progress keeper, because it'll come off. So not sure if I'll leave it on there or take it off. And then it also came with this lovely little golden snitch. And these beautiful scissors. Now I have looked at the fancy scissors and I'm like, do I need fancy scissors? And I'm like, I don't really need fancy scissors, but I kind of want fancy scissors. And I have totally not told anybody about wanting these fancy scissors, but she knew. She got me scissors. And I'll show you the yarn and the kitty. And then you don't need to see the pop figure. Do you need to see the pop figure? Look, it's Professor McGonagall! I actually had bought Professor McGonagall a couple weeks ago because I found her and it was Professor McGonagall, so I couldn't like leave her there. So the one I bought a couple of weeks ago, I gifted to Crafty Alley for her birthday, since I have my own special McGonagall now. And then there's some treats in there. But the yarn she sent me is from Mount Olympus Dye Works. It's the base is Dementor Sock, and it's the Slytherin colorway, because I'm Slytherin, dude. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. So gorgeous. And it's from Mount Olympus Dye Works. So this might be semi-local to her, I think. Pretty sure, not 100%. Either way, it's beautiful. And so she received my Dobby, which is super funny because I got a voodoo also, but my voodoo got turned into a tabby cat because my favorite character base was McGonagall. So I got a kitty kitty. It's so cute. Look at that. I love him. He's so tiny. Gosh, she knit this on such small yarn. Mine's a big old fat Dobby, and she sent me a teeny cute kitty. She even got whiskers. Look at the whiskers. Love it. Alright. So, wait, this sock is trying to run away. Can't do that. Let's put the sock up. Alright. Hubby's mowing out there. Hope you can't hear him. He's too far away, I think. He started on the bottom end. He knows I'm recording, so he's being very mindful. After Hurricane Harvey hit Texas, Lolo was doing a fundraiser, and she donated all the proceeds to help victims of Hurricane Harvey. And I ordered a skein to support that cause. It was a mystery skein. You didn't know what you were going to get. And it's so beautiful. It's called Helping Hippos. Here, I'll crinkle for you and take it out of the bag. I have not taken it out of the bag yet. Oh, so pretty. Oh, this is another one I want to just play with and cast on. It's gray with these super awesome bright pops of color. So this is Helping Hippos. And everything else came from after at Into the Wool. So about 22-ish people met at Olive Garden here in town after Into the Wool. So it was some locals of us that didn't get to go this year, along with attendees coming back through. So in the parking lot at Olive Garden, I scored myself some Two Guys yarn on one of their new bases. This one is 50% superwash BFL, 25% camel, and 25% silk. The colorway is City Night Sky, which I always pick up this color when I'm in their booth. I have it on other bases too. I love this color. It's like a bluey purple. I love it. And this is 500 yards. This is going to be an epic shawl. It's so pretty, and the fiber is so pretty. So Jean was one of the lovely folks that came and had lunch with us. It's Two Guys Yarn Company. Lovely, lovely yarns. Then I got to meet Robin from Teeny Button Studios. I had not met her before. She was super, super sweet. She and her mama, Cherry Pearl Knits. They have the Cherry Pearl Knits, I think, podcast. I think it's Cherry Pearl something. Cherry Pearl, I don't know. If you can't find it, holler at me on Ravelry or Instagram and I will look it up for you. I think it's Cherry Pearl Knits. Oh, that's bugging me now. Oh, I can't look it up on my phone. My phone's up there. If you need to know, text me. Not text me. Message me and I will look it up. But I got 2 coffee-inspired skeins because how could I not? This one is Cafe au lait. I love it. This would look really good with my slithering skein. Wouldn't that look good together? These two might have to play together. Look at that. And Sprinkle Spice Latte, which is this gorgeousness. So if you follow Teeny Button on Instagram, she's been knitting a sock with this yarn, and it's so pretty. So it's Teeny Button Studios. And everything else is from my Kentucky dealer. One of my Kentucky dealers. Rock and String. So I had pre-ordered 2. Well, I pre-ordered this not realizing I wasn't supposed to. But then she had leftovers, so I could have one. These are both sport weight. And it's Campfire and S'mores. And this one is the Royals. So these are both self-striping. So Campfire and S'mores and the Royals. And then for Christmas, I'm going to get ready. This is self-striping, but it's worsted weight. It's Christmas at the Cabin. And then I also got it on Jitterbug, which is my favorite fingering base from Rock and String. This is Jitterbug Sport, and this is Jitterbug Fingering. And they're all self-striping. So I'm going to knit myself a hat and either a shawl or some socks for Christmas. Probably socks because it's self-striping, right? But that will be cast on soon. Oh, I have one more thing. Instagram is sometimes a very bad thing. I mean, most of the time, I always enjoy Instagram way too much, probably. I love pictures. I've always loved pictures, and I think that's why it gets me. I can leave Facebook, whatever, but Instagram is the pictures. So I saw this one. This is from the Lemonade Shop. And I saw this skein, and I could not get it. I was like, I had to have it. It was one of those, and the name is WTF exclamation point question mark. And I loved it. I love the name. I just had to have it. This skein also fell into my cart. This is Boardwalk. And it's got that hot pink I can't resist that just blows out the screen. It's got that wonderful aqua. It's just, whoa. It's just like, whoa. So I'm gonna put these back in the bag. And for real, that's like a month's worth of stash enhancement. And most of it was from swaps. And then most of the rest of it was from my pretend Into the Wool attendance. I wish I could have gone, but yeah, stupid leg. Alright, I guess that's it. Didn't take quite as long as I thought it would. I would really like to get back onto a regular recording schedule, but I don't know. I am going to try at least every other week. If I can't do every week, I can't do every week. There's just not enough to talk about. And I know a lot of you are like, well, you can just record and you don't have to have finished objects or have knitted a whole lot. Oh wait, you know what? I have 2 more things I've been working on. But it's hard to record a podcast when you haven't worked on anything, because then what do you talk about? I have 2 more projects I've worked on. So, Martina Bem came out with, it's a, let me see if I have the pattern in here too. Do I? Oh, I do, thank goodness. It's a free pattern, and it is called One for the Books. So it's a notebook cover, journal cover, a knitted one. I knit one of these for my swap partner. I think I showed it to you guys last time. I can see if I can find it and show it to you again. I knit it for my swap partner, my fiber share swap partner. And then I decided I wanted one for my planner. So I cast one on for myself. So let's see here. My notebook projects. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys the one I knit for already. But just in case I haven't, here it is. Now this one's a little wonky because my planner was longer than wide. The dimensions were a little weird. I know I showed you guys this. So the corners kind of stuck out. My actual my planner is proper dimensions. I use a passion planner, and so it will work out beautifully. Should leave that off. The thing I am going to have to do though, because it has this and I use this, I'm going to have to like cut it and sew it back together. Like cut it, poke it through the cover, and then sew it back together so I can keep using it. I finally broke out one of my sock blanks from Countess Ablaze. I've been hoarding these sock blanks. It's too darn pretty. I didn't know what to knit with it, and I decided, you know what, my planner deserves it. One of the reasons I haven't knitted is because it doesn't really, I don't know, the color I guess would go, I don't know, but anyway, I have been hoarding it. It is from Countess Ablaze. She's based in England, and it is Viscount of Spark sock blank. Picking up the pieces is the colorway. Here is my sock blank. It's another magnificent one. Oopsies. It's really sparkly in person, and it's gold, I think. Is it gold sparkle, or does it just look gold because of the background? Can't tell. Looks gold to me. I could be wrong. But anyway, here's my sock blank. Now, I haven't gotten very far yet. Here is my planner cover so far. So this will go on like so. And then you knit. This is hard to show. There. It'll go on like so. and then you knit across. I haven't worked on this anymore because I had to finish my detention and such, but now I can work on it again. Yay. There's what it looks like so far. So I will probably finish up my knitting color Halloweeny socks because all I have left is the foot, and then work on this. This bag is from Little Skein in the Big Wool. Oops. It's the Yarn Bombed Little Town bag. I should put my pattern back in there because I'll need it. The pile is getting large. And then my last project is in a bag by me. And it is a gratitude shawl, and I'm knitting it out of hand spun. So I have hand spun. This is the hand spun I used for the mittens and hat for my niece. This is what I have left. This is actually extra in case I need it. This one is Teal Timber from Unwind Yarn Company. If I need it, I use it, and if I don't, I won't. I'm guessing I won't need it because I just realized how much there is. Actually, I need to finish this next because I need it as a gift, but like in 2 weeks. Now that I'm thinking about it, time flies when you're not paying attention. But this is really super soft. It's from the Monster Skein that I spun up, and it's knitting up really nice. It's just garter, so you just fly through it. It's lovely. So maybe that's what I should work on today. We'll see. It doesn't, the person doesn't know. I mean, I could give I have some other things in it that I could use as gift if I need to. We will see. So those are my other 2 things I've worked on. Really, I feel like there should be more, but I think maybe that's it. I think maybe that's it. All right, you guys, I will try to get with you again in 2 weeks. Actually, it'll be just a little over 2 weeks because I'm going to have a special guest in town and we're going to record together. So it will be like a week and a few days, but then I will see you then. Bye.